Let's meet the starting five for your Cleveland Cavaliers. Starting at center, at 7 foot 3 inches, number 14, Zach Edey. At small forward, standing 6 foot 8, number 33, Cavaliers. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6 foot 5, number 20, number 20. At the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 16, number 16. Starting at the other guard, standing 6 foot 5, number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And as this season starts to unfold, the rookies who have come out of the gates fast. Some first-year guys proving they belong in the NBA. Getting his feet wet early in the year, just outside that top 5. He's a rookie to track the rest of the way. So far, his
season has been off to a strong start. Things are going pretty smoothly.
Well, both the team has a pace and the player has a pace in terms of their development. Some guys start really fast, some slow. I think he's in a nice, steady rhythm right now.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Jalen Johnson. He's out there with LeBron James. And it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Cavaliers, we should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Love to see that from Dyson Daniels. He's a gifted passer.
Here's Kamari. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Great open look there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so here is Toronto after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. James inside, fades away and sinks a tough shot.
It doesn't matter when LeBron's taking the shot. It's whenever he wants to. Nice jumper there.
Here's Kamari. Check by James. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Embiid passes to Johnson. James outside. Here's Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Pass to Johnson. Back to James. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years, a big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Here's Edey. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by the Raptors.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Embiid. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. James with the block. Here's Johnson, coming off a 12-point game. Here's Garcia. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Toronto. Garcia at the line for one.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Here they come, fans. It's your Cavs Powerhouse Dance Team.
All right, let's take a moment to have a look at which point guards have posted the highest scores over the last month. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top.
And that really tells you about the offense he provides. He can really orchestrate for his teammates, or he can put on a one-man show.
Well, there's no doubt he's the straw that stirs the drink, someone who can be counted on to make sure their offense is always operating efficiently, whether it's by creating opportunities for his teammates or taking those matters into his own hands.
From outside, off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Johnson finds James. For three. And Johnson is good for three.
And this is why the coaching staff just continues to encourage Jalen Johnson. Dynamite off the catch.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Cleveland. Trailing by 2. And there's a pick. And he lobs it up. And a fast break now for the Raptors. James, that's good. James has got his second basket on the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. To stop the run, counted from distance.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Garcia. Last game, 26 points for him. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Bam! Jalen Johnson taking flight.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Garcia. Pass to Daniels. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Edey. Cleveland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
First free throw is good. And Grant, for the Cavs to take that next step in terms of contending, what do you think has to happen?
Well, number one, enhancing their ability to put pressure on the rim. When you look at their rate of free throws and offensive rebounds, there is big room for improvement.
And so he hits both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Garcia. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Moon's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Raptors also with a sub. Antetokounmpo's checked in. James finds Antetokounmpo. Back to James. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer Embiid knocks it down from distance. Embiid's got 6 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. And Cleveland has possession. Trailing by 2. Pass to Kamari. Here's Moon. To the wing, right side. To the middle. Embiid with a steal. Here's James. Oh, and the jam by James.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Had a career game his last time out, bucket after bucket. Here's Moon. The rebound by Embiid. Here's Daniels. Still no points. And it's good for 2.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. Pass to Daniels. There's 1:47 left in the first. Here's James. And it's rejected. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And the Raptors making a change here. Holiday is checked in. A 1:42 left to play in the first. Here's Embiid. Oh, and a dunk by Embiid.
Wow, That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6. Antetokounmpo covering. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Holiday taking his time here. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Edey. Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Kamari. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Kamari. He's covered by Holiday. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the drought. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Holiday. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Here's Kamari. Check by James. Kamari, that's good. 16 seconds left in the opening quarter. And here's Holiday. Here's Garcia from behind the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Garcia's got 6. And so it's Toronto. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
He got his timing down.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Cavaliers trail by 13. Pass to Kamari. Inside. Oh, deflected. Embiid with a steal. On the take. Down low. Johnson with a bucket. 7 points in the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Outside Porter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, that jump is so pure. Gilgeous-Alexander with great confidence.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
4 on the clock. Johnson inside. Porter's there. The shot by Johnson, no good.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in. Kamari. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials. Shooting 2.
first free throw is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Pirtle's checked in. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Toronto leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And he banks in the layup. Embiid's got 10.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to review the game plan.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go. You're on the big screen. You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Dancing machine.
Jordan's checked in for LeBron. And defense is all about will and desire. Here are the NBA leaders in steals so far. 5th is Jakob Poeltl.
His defensive focus has been superb these last few games, continuously finding ways to strip ball handlers and upset the offense.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. It's a 13-point game. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors. Here's Kamari. He's got 6. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Jordan misses. Cleveland has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's got 9. Jordan with it. Now Porter defending. Jordan with the bucket.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Embiid against Poeltl. Pass to Kamari. And here's Porter outside. And another miss by Cleveland.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Johnson. And he lobs it up top.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. To the inside. Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And there's an ease to Porter when he gets up vertically. Man, he can rise up and throw it down.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Holiday. Johnson passes to Jordan. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 17. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
They kept the game close, but made a lot of mistakes. And we heard about it from the coaching staff afterwards.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
From 7, Jordan misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Kamari. Now Porter, the 3. And Cleveland another 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Raptors lead by 11. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Outside Holiday. There's the 3. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Pass to Kamari. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Picked by Pirtle. Puts it up. And it's Cleveland with another. For Toronto, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder and he plays the entire game coming at any defense that people throw at him.
First one falls for him. Kobe White. He's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on both. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, BA, a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
Here's White. And a nice finish on the layup.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Jordan. Back to Brunson. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Now Pirtle. No points so far. And here's White. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. To the middle. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Toronto shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Cleveland making a change here. He's off on the second.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. He hits the second from the line.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter.
2 minutes.
And it's getting them to the free throw line.
2 minutes.
Brunson passes to Jordan. There's the screen by Johnson. Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And here's Porter outside. Rebound by the Raptors. 17 points was their biggest margin. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against a team that shot it well.
White against Brunson. Outside Porter. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. Jordan finds Johnson. From the arc. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
Well, Johnson's feel for the game keeps showing itself, takes advantage of the space behind the arc.
Pass to White. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. White's got 5 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Brunson outside. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback. Embiid's got 6 in the quarter.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
23 seconds left in the first half. Takes a 3. And Cleveland another 3.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense. He's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Brunson looks it over. Going inside from deep. Jordan. He drops it from range. He's got 10. And so it's Toronto, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot. Better luck next time. Let's hear it for the participant.
When you bring in a guy like Steph Curry, it transforms your entire culture. And he becomes your heart and soul, your leader, and your closer. It'll be interesting to see how the roles change throughout the roster.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Cavaliers.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime check. Maybe 2 of me.
Now that is a scary sight. 2 of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And so James will bring it up for Toronto. They lead by 14. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. It's the second game of 3 on the road. And he lobs it up to the rim. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. All right, time now to bring you the teams leading the league in second chance points in the past month. Fifth, the Cavaliers.
And the energy this team plays with on the offensive glass is infectious. They simply don't give up and keep after plays, which has boded well for them.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. LeBron James out there with Jalen Johnson. Then there's Dyson Daniels, and it's Embiid in at the center position.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Pass to Daniels. Inside. And he dumps it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The Cavaliers trail by 14. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Kamari. The three-pointer off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now, here is James. He's got 6. Pass to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
He's got to be mad at himself. Won't get a better look than that.
And that one drops. 9 points in the game. Toronto leading by 12. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. And here's Embiid. 14 points for him. 5 on the clock. Pass to Daniels. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Daniels has got 5 now.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's the pick. The 3. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Johnson passes to James. Now here's Embiid. Here's Garcia. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the screen. Takes the 3. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
SGA doesn't rely on the 3 to get his points, but man, when it's falling, watch out.
Daniels passes to Embiid. Now here is James. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Edey. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Edey. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. And so here is Toronto. Here's Garcia. 15 points in the game. To the inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Cavaliers trail by 12. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Here's Kamari. 6 points for him. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. LeBron fires one down.
Still a force. LeBron looking ageless on that one.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Fires the three. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. That's tipped. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going for the lob.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Garcia. Here's Daniels. Here's James on the wing. Outside Johnson. Here's Daniels. Screen by Embiid. Garcia. Buries it from 3. Garcia's got 18 points in the game.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
There's a screen from downtown. Drills it from deep. 12 points for him.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
James outside. Pass to Daniels. Launches it. Gets the 3-ball to go. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Showing the range and competitiveness. Nice answer by Daniels.
Fires for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
James passes to Daniels. Here's Garcia from the corner. Again, the Raptors good for 2 more.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Cleveland has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Kamari. The 3-ball. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Ooh, got him with the pump fake. Savvy move there.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it inside. Ooh, tough finish inside by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander in traffic uses that athleticism.
And there's a minute 45 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Daniels. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Nice pass and strong finish. Johnson just powering that one down.
1:27 left in the 3rd. Here's Kamari. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sends it home from 3-point land. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in this quarter.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
1:05 left in the 3rd quarter. James outside. For 3. He buries it from 3. Garcia's got 23.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Edie. Here's Kamari. Three-pointer. And Cleveland another three.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. And here's James. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here's the fast break.
Jalen Johnson, his second first team foul.
Cleveland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Number 20, taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Brunson. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 13. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Kobe White, Michael Porter out there with Jakob Poeltl, and it's Moon in at the 2. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. White, good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Porter. Throws it up high. Pass to Holiday. Outside Brunson. Clock at 6. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
And those are 2 points earned by Jalen Brunson.
Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Knight. White looking it over. Poeltl with a screen on Brunson. The open shot. White. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
White against Brunson. Here's Gafford. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Taking it up strong, Gafford rewarded with a trip to the free throw line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
That free throw good from Gafford.
You know, for a big guy, Daniel Gafford is very active and agile when he's playing. You appreciate a tall guy like that who can make some moves.
So he makes one of two, and the second one misses. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Porter. He takes it in, and then Porter with the dunk.
And some creativity from Porter that time, a guy who's not afraid to show off a bit.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Brunson. Pass to Holiday. Jordan with it. The three is up. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. And the Raptors lead by 12.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers. He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Now here's Gafford. Right side Brunson. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Holiday from long range. Hurdle grabs a miss.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
White for three, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Now Brunson. Got a hand on it. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Moon with the bucket.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Raptors lead by 4. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And some changes here for the Raptors. Embiid comes in for Gafford, and it's Jalen Johnson in for Antetokounmpo. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. The coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Cleveland. 6-point game. To the paint. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Shouldering more and more of the offensive load. SGA understands that his teammates they depend on him to set them up too.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Holiday passes to Brunson. Johnson a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Johnson. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lobs it up. He's covered by Holiday. And that one's long.
A little hesitant. Maybe he thought the D was tighter on him than it really was.
Jordan, the pass to Embiid. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Pirtle, a very skilled defender, using that size and length to send that one back.
Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. All right, a moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Cleveland. On Saturday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Wednesday, the Milwaukee Bucks will come to town.
And you know, for that matchup with the Thunder, that one's going to be game number 9 of the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
Daniels is checked in for Holiday. Now here's Brunson. Embiid a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Brunson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pulls up on the wing. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Pass to Pirtle. Pirtle with a screen on Johnson. Back to Pirtle. Cuts off the pass. Embiid passes to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Now Brunson fires from deep. That one's down for Brunson.
Really quick release there from Brunson. Let that one go in a hurry.
Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the 17-footer goes down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Brunson passes to Daniels. Jordan with it from 15 feet away and off the glass. That one's good. And the Raptors lead by 7.
A snappy pass there from Daniels. He knows moving the ball well is a big part of why he's got court time.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Get loud for your Cleveland Cavaliers Scream Team!
James is checked in for Toronto.
Scream Team!
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up with 3. Rebound Toronto. Johnson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. Johnson with a bucket.
Brunson with a great job of just the setup on that play.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron with the rebound. That one doesn't drop. He's 4 for 10 from the field now. Cleveland now. Time running out. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball.
2 minutes.
Ooh, an aggressive flash from SGA.
We've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why on display.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
All right, fans, it's dance band time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Bring those moves. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Outside Brunson. Oh, the agility of Brunson getting to the bucket.
You always hear about the toughness of Brunson. It really comes through when he's taking defenders on inside.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Pace first team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
First free throw is good, and that brings him with an 8.
And money from the stripe. SGA could close his eyes and knock that down.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the growth that Shea has shown over the years, it has come on so fast with how he has improved. But he's adding to his game.
Here's Brunson, deflected. We've got 1:28 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Edey. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Johnson.
His third personal. Second team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers. Edey. Shooting. 1.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
Raptors lead by 4. And he lobs it up to the rim. And then Embiid with the dunk.
It just feels like every year Brunson has sharpened his skills as a passer and playmaker, knowing that at his position, he's got to move it around.
Cleveland has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
SGA quickly becoming the guy you want with the ball in his hands down the stretch.
Brunson passes to James. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Well, LeBron James lives for the big moment. Another one there.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Goes up on the baseline, and it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
And here's Brunson from the arc. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Driving to the basket, and he sinks it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Daniels passes to James. Now here's Embiid. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. Double team on James. Here's Brunson outside. Not going to go that time. And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it! A huge shot to tie it up.
And he was dominant in their last. outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Here's Garcia. Outside Johnson. Here's Garcia. Embiid, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Garcia, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And for the Raptors, we've got Dyson Daniels. LeBron James out there with Johnson. And it's Embiid in it to 5. Shot clock at 5 to take the lead. That shot off. And for the Cavaliers. And there's the lob. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here he goes. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Here's Garcia. It's deflected. Extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Raptors trail by 4. Pass to Embiid. There's the 3. Garcia, no good. The Cavs have gone 2 of 3 from the field as OT gets going. Rebounded by Johnson.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Daniels. Back to Embiid. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Daniels.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Kamari. Just 5 to shoot. Edey for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Johnson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Garcia. Back to Embiid to take the lead. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
The Cavs trailing. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. He's off on that one. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range since regulation. Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him.
Just great offense. The screen freed them up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he said it before, the layup, when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
With the big-time and 1. This is now a 2-possession game.
Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from deep. Not what they need this overtime. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He connects.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Here's Johnson. And he throws it down with one hand.
Boy, is he dynamic. Jalen Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
Fans, get on your feet and make some noise for your Cleveland Cavaliers. Scream! Come on, fans, stand up and make some noise.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. From 10 feet away. Oh, he nails it!
And SBA is used to burying these kind of big-time shots. Just an outstanding leader for this team.
Now here's Johnson, tightly guarded. Money!
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Here's Edey. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron with the rebound. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
At the line for the Raptors, Jalen Johnson, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It falls! And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Third team foul. Shooting for Toronto, LeBron James, 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Fires from way outside. No good. So it's the Raptors taking the W in a close one. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
LeBron, that was an impressive win. What did it take to get it done tonight?
It's a really good team that we're playing. They're very resilient, just like us. They play together, they play hard, they play tough. So we had to bring that fight tonight.
You brought it. It paid off. Congrats.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Johnson.